So patch 1.05 is finally upon us here, and it seems like they fixed not all but quite a few of the pressing bugs that were affecting PvP. And one of the things that I'm really happy about it for, aside from the fact that PvP in general is just a lot more fun, is the fact that I get to run my fire staff again. Now, they haven't really fixed everything on it. There is quite a few things that are still not working, such as the incinerate ability is still not 100%. It's missing here and there. And the empowered fireball perk is still not working, it seems like. But I've been trying to make do with it to where I can, and I've been able to still have quite a bit of fun with it, to be honest. And I wanted to bring you guys a commentary on how I play with it in Outpost Rush. So if you've seen my videos regarding the Ice Gauntlet, or just my build in general, I kind of mentioned how I really enjoy this build, and it seems to be able to play as almost a roaming disruptor or a roaming assassin, depending on how you want to play it. Both the Ice Gauntlet and the Fire Staff can kind of fill both of those roles, being the disruptor or assassin, but they kind of lean more heavily on one side, where the Ice Gauntlet is going to be better at disrupting, while the Fire Staff is going to definitely allow you to be more of a roaming assassin. So I do have a couple of clips here to try and break down how I use it in Outpost Rush and what's kind of going through my mind. Mobility is going to be the biggest factor that differs from the Ice Gauntlet, and you really have to use that to your advantage when you're in Outpost Rush, because you have pretty much zero defensive cooldowns. So you have to focus on your spacing and really use your mobility to your advantage to try and stay alive and pick off those low health targets. But with all that out of the way, please let me know if you guys enjoy this format of video, because I'm honestly enjoying commentating over Outpost Rush matches, because it's really fun. And if you aren't subscribed, don't forget to hit that notification bell to see when I upload new videos. But let's jump into that PvP commentary. So as I mentioned, both the Fire Staff and the Gauntlet can play as a disruptor or a assassin, and our team managed to get on the point here first, so I'm going to see if I can be a disruptor here and jump on the enemy team in buy time. So we go ahead and decide to just flame dash into the enemies here and start brawling out. I throw down an incinerate, and I notice that the mage gets very low, but he jumps into an entomb. So as soon as he jumps out, we're going to go ahead and just try to focus on this target here. But we're already doing our job by bogging up these guys with this fight. But we managed to land a pretty nice heavy and finish him off with the fireball there, and switch to the bow player here, and we managed to get ourselves into a little 1v1. He dodges the incinerate and hits us pretty nasty there with a bow skill. And I see that there's another pretty low health target, so I try to switch to him. But I do end up getting hit by his entomb, and we get banged up quite a bit here. So I just disengage really quickly here to hit a potion, and we jump right back onto the bowman here. He tries to climb the rock here, but we manage to hit him with an incinerate, and we get jumped on by a hammer player, but I hit both players here with a pretty nice parry. Hit the bowman with a nasty heavy there. Thank you, Resilience Change. He's pretty much almost dead. We land the heavy, finish him off, and essentially allow our team a free cap there by just trying to buy as much time there as we could by brawling with these guys outside of the point instead of allowing them to fight on the point. Next up, I have a clip here showcasing where the Fire Staff shines in Outpost Rush. When you have open field skirmishes like this, not only are you able to avoid a lot of damage with your mobility, but you're also able to, if you're able to finish off the kills, essentially jump from target to target and assassinate them. And as you see here, I try to finish off that Great Axe player, but he manages to get away. So I go ahead and just jump to the next low health target that I see. So we jump on the mage, and I get him very low, but he jumps into his entomb, and we just barely miss the incinerate there, but somebody else finishes him off, and we get caught in a very nasty ice storm, but we just barely make it out. So using our mobility, I'm going to go ahead and try to make my way out of harm's way here through these players and see if I can regenerate a little bit of health and reset the fight for myself. So I managed to get my food buff and my regen potion going on. I chilled behind this pillar just to kind of survey the fight, but I noticed that this bow player kind of makes his way to us. And our teammates are doing a pretty good job of keeping the enemy team contained here. So we can pretty much just continue flanking and trying to pick people off here. So I try to go ahead and see if we can jump on a healer. But you see we take a lot of damage from that bow player. Bows do a lot of damage right now. So I go ahead and try to put pressure on him, because if I allow him any time to get free shots off, I'm going to end up dying. So as I'm trying to do that, this fight ends up kind of turning into a 2v1. And as I just mentioned, you see him kind of land just 2 shots there, and we're back to being pretty much almost dead here. But we land a pretty good parry, hit him with a pretty chunky backstab, and just barely get the flame dash off there, escaping with our life and managing to chug the potion. We turn, land a very nice heavy on the bow player there, but I'm not able to finish him off, and the Great Axe player catches up. So I'm trying to land some heavies here, but I'm missing everything, and our flame dash just comes up. So we finish off the bowman there, and we're left to a 1v1 with the Great Axe. Just so much fun jumping around the map with the fire staff. I really miss this weapon, but we get a very nice chunk of health, parry the Great Axe player, and left to a 1v1. It's a much easier fight with nobody really shooting us in the face with bows, and we get a pretty nice finish there. So yeah, now that both of the weapons are in at least a playable state, previously I really wasn't able to run the fire staff at all because of how many things were broken. But now that I can regularly run both weapons, I will be bringing you guys tons of videos kind of showcasing how both weapons work, because I know a lot of people have been asking the differences between the weapons, and I think a good way to showcase that is through actual PvP fights. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.